Welcome back to my channel Accounts Accuracy, and let us discuss the solution of accounts of semester 2 ISC 2021-22. Here the first sum says that Relay Limited, an unlisted non-NBFC company, redeems its 8,000 debenture at the rate of ₹100 each. That means 8 lakh. Now out of 8 lakh, the amount of DRR for 1,000 which got redeemed on 31st March 2021 was 1,000 into ₹100 is 1 lakh, and 10% of 1 lakh will be 10,000. So this 10,000 will only be transferred to General Reserve on 31st March 2021. As and when the debentures get redeemed, the amount get transferred to DRR account. And we know that DRR account is created 10%. So 10% of 1 lakh will be 10,000. And how come we got 1 lakh? By multiplying 1,000 with 100. Now the next question says, which of the following transaction is debited to revaluation account? As we know that increase in the value of asset and decrease in the value of liabilities get credited, whereas increase in the value of liability and decrease in the value of assets get debited to revaluation account. So here we have only increase in the value of one liability, that is provision for doubtful debt. So this should only be debited to revaluation account, because furniture, which is an asset, is increase, so it should be credited. Again, creditors discharge at discount, so this is decrease in creditor value, this should be credited, and loss should also be credited. So only one item is left which should be debited, would be provision for doubtful debt, which is liability and which is increasing. So correct option will be B. Next to that, we have Orange Limited took over assets of 7 lakh and liabilities 60,000 of Purple Limited for the purchase consideration of 6,30,000. So 6,30,000 company needs to pay by issuing 10% debenture of ₹100. But it was issued at premium of 10%, that is 10 rupees. So the amount of debenture will be 110 because it is issued at premium. So 110 will be the value of debenture which will be issued for 6,30,000 amounting assets. So here, as the purchase consideration was done for 6,30,000, so debenture which would be issued will be 6,30,000 in divided by 110. So when we are going to divide 6,30,000 with 110, we will get 5727.27273. So as we will get 5727.27273, so it is clear that the issue was done for 5,72,700, in which the premium amount will be 57,270, that is 10% of this amount, 5,72,700, and the rest 30 which will be paid in cash. Now the fourth question says, Anita and Vinita are partners in a firm. Anita had taken loan of 15,000 from the firm. How will Anita's loan be closed in the event of dissolution of the firm? Now as we know, for closing the loan account, the entry will be Anita's capital account to loan account, and here it's been given from the closing entry just one option is provided here which is correct, that is debiting Anita's capital account. We don't have to credit Anita's account, but we have to debit, and the other one is given crediting realization account, which is also wrong, and the fourth option, that is debiting to cash account, is also wrong because here we are not receiving any cash account. So correct answer is by debiting to Anita's capital account. Question number 2 says, what is the maximum amount of debenture which an unlisted company other than NBFC and HFC can redeem out of its capital? As we know, 10% is transferred to DRR account, so rest 90% will only be the correct answer, because 90% of the debentures only redeemed out of the capital and 10% remains for DRR value. So this 90% of their debentures will be paid out of, redeemed out of capital. After that, we have another question, that is, at the time of dissolution of partnership firm, its balance sheet showed stock of 30,000 comprising easily marketable items, that is 65%, obsolete item, that is 20%, and few miscellaneous other items, that is 40% of their book value. So first of all, we need to find out 65% of this 30,000, because 65% is total inventory. So 65% of 30,000 is 19,500, which is fully realized, and 20% of this 30,000 would be 6,000. That is 20 by 100 into 30,000, which will come out as 6,000. So this is discarded. That means it will not be realized. The leftover amount, that is from 30,000, 15,500 got realized and 6,000 got discarded. So we are left with only 4,500 amount, which will be miscellaneous other items, which was realized at 40%. So 40% of 4,500 is 1,800. So this 1,800 plus this 90,500 is the amount which got realized. So the total of these two will be 21,300, which company got realized, means this much assets only got realized. So the entry as cash comes in. So 21,300 will be debited with bank account and realization account will be credited with 29,300. Then question 3 says, on 1st April 2012, Neptune Financial Company, a listed NBFC, issued 4,009% debenture of rupees 100 each to be redeemed at a premium of 5% on 31st March 2021. So this has been issued at premium of rupees 5. So here we are required to pass the journal entry for issue of debentures. So for issue of debentures, as we know, bank account gets debited as cash is received and debenture application allotment gets credited. So the amount will be 4,04,000 into 100 rupees. But while transferring, we are supposed to show amount of premium, which will be premium on redemption of debenture account, which needs to be credited. As we know, premium gets credited. So 5% of 4 lakh is 20,000. 5 by 100 into 4 lakh, that is 20,000, which will be shown in the premium on redemption of debenture account. And as it's been known at the beginning, so loss on issue of debenture, as it's loss for the company, companies suffer loss while redeeming it at premium. So that's why that will also be shown as loss on issue of debenture, which will be debited because all losses should be debited. So 20,000 loss on issue of debenture will be debited. So this is the entry for transfer of application money. Next to that, at the time of redemption, as we know, debentures account will be debited, premium on redemption account will be debited, and debenture holder account will be credited when the money will be made due. Here this is the due entry, and then for payment entry, the same values will be paid to the debenture holder. So directly the entry will be debenture holder account to bank account, that is 4,20,000. Then we have question number 4. Question number 4 says, Suhani Limited issued 1,007% debenture of rupees 100 each to be redeemed after 3 years at a premium of 5%. So it was issued at a premium of 5%, that is 105 rupees. The face value of debenture was, on application 20 rupees was paid, allotment 30, on first call it is 30, and the second and final call is rupees 20. But in the question it's been mentioned that Ali is one of the debenture holder holding 20 debenture, failed to pay 2 calls. Ali, to whom 20 debentures were allotted, paid allotment money and the 2 calls on 31st March 2021. So that's why he has not paid all the 3 amounts on time. So it will be calls in arrear till he paid. So what will be the entry for all these 30, 30 and 20 rupees of 20 amounting debenture, that we need to calculate. So Ali had not paid allotment money, that is 30 rupees on 20 debentures, which is 600, and he did not pay it for 11 months. So that's why for 11 months it remained unpaid. So 11 by 12 into 10 by 100, 10% interest which he needs to pay on that 600 amounting debenture for late payment. So it will be 55 rupees. In the same way for first call also, as it remained unpaid for 6 months, because the date is provided that the call for first call was made on 1st October. So from October till March it is 6 months. From allotment, for allotment also from May to March it is 11 months. For first call it is 6 months. So it will be multiplied with 6 by 12 into 10 by 100. So that will be 30 rupees, and for final call it is 3 months only, because the call was made on 1st January and it remained unpaid till March. So from January to March it will be 3 months. So that remained unpaid for 3 months. So 400 into 10 by 100 into 3 by 12, it will be 10 rupees. So total amount of interest for all the three due payment will be 95 rupees, and this will be the total interest on calls in arrear, and this amount should be shown in journal as bank account to interest on calls in arrear 95 rupees, and the same will be transferred to profit and loss account, and the entry will be interest on calls in arrear to profit and loss account 95 rupees. So that's all for today. For understanding the rest of the solution, do watch my next video. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching.